Hey guys, what's up? Trucking Angel here. Still trying to figure out if that name is going to work for me while I'm here on my journey with Prime. Um, I'm a new student. Yesterday marked my first initial full week of being here throughout the orientation process, and it has been a process. I'm definitely on this journey. It's a walk of faith for me, as I've heard a lot of other people say on their channels, but it's definitely a thing. So I just want to give you guys just a brief overview of all of the things to kind of expect when you come out here to Prime. And I hope I can help somebody on their journey to make that decision for themselves as well. See you in a little bit. So, first things first, I got here Sunday evening. It was a little bit before 7 p.m. I'm from Florida, Palm Beach County, the southernmost part. Well, that's Miami, but it's southern enough. On that time, Sunday, I guess it was probably about maybe 6:30-ish in the evening. I had a rental. That was a journey in itself. So I drove up with my mom and my aunt. They drove me up from Florida to Atlanta, Georgia on that Friday prior to me having to be here on the 17th. And if you guys know about that time, January, around this time, this is 2022, there was a snowstorm that was coming, or just crazy type of weather that was going to be popping off. So long story short, I tried to get the rental for that Saturday to try to travel out before the storm was supposed to hit the southern parts of our country and the southern eastern part. Stood in line at the Hartfield airport in Atlanta for almost 3 hours with my aunt to get to the counter and say, well, no, you got to come at your reserved time, which was Sunday morning at like 3:45 in the morning. Get there for my reservation time. No one showed up for work because it was a state of emergency. Finally got the rental after all of that. I'm not even going to get into how long it took and the drama, but I got the rental, made my way, and just driving through that type of weather, not really sure about the roads and their conditions, kind of freaked me out a little bit, but you know, God was good to me. I made it safely, got here, got to the airport in Springfield, dropped the rental off, got my transportation together for them to pick me up from the airport, which was excellent. I mean, everybody that I met throughout this journey were exceptionally nice. The staff that they, picked us up. I was picked up on the airport. We stopped by where the bus stop location was to pick up whomever was traveling by bus to get here. And then we made it to Campus Inn. It was myself and one other lady who I've met. She's been really, really cool. We've kept in contact. Her name is Stephanie. So we both got to the Campus Inn at the same time. As soon as you sign in, you're provided with a welcome sheet, and it's giving you all your information for the next day, and telling you where you need to be. And we were directed to go down the hall that same night we got there to do our clearinghouse information on the computer. Did that, got up into the hotel room. The hotel room is great. I got some pictures I'll probably show you guys in a little bit. It was amazing. It's still amazing because I'm still in this room, thank God. I'll talk a little bit about that later as well. And so that was my journey to get here. The next part, orientation. Bright and early, 7 a.m. in the morning. So 7 a.m. Monday morning. It's cold, and but it's doable this particular day. So we get there, walk over from our hotel room, and we get to the actual Campus Inn, because there's a different place. There's Campus Inn where you can also live and stay and sleep just like a regular hotel room, and then there are a lot of us along the strip that are just placed everywhere because there's a lot of students that's coming in. So I'm at the hotel called the Oasis. We get to Campus Inn, we have our orientation, we meet one of the instructors that's on that particular platform. And she gives us our schedule and what it's going to be like for the next few days. You know, kept drilling into our heads to be on time. Be on time from the door. They are all about being professional. And even in this trucking, in this industry in trucking, it doesn't matter. You know, they want you to be professional at all times, be on time, know where you need to go, and they encourage that you ask questions, but they also encourage that you listen and pay attention. It's very important to do that. So paying attention is very important. It's key. Taking notes, writing things down, and asking questions. So we get a schedule. We get our meal card from her. Here's my meal card. You can kind of see there's holes punched in it. So you get a meal card, and it says PSD, orientation meal ticket. You write your name on there. It's got an expiration date, January 21st, 2022. So you get breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They give you the hours. We met the chef. That's how we got this. He came in. We met security, who's a part of security. Give valuable. They definitely give. Sorry about that. They definitely give valuable information that you want to keep in touch with. Drinking, don't do it. Don't get yourself messed up when you come out here. Making sure that you are on your P's and Q's, making sure you have all of your paperwork. There's a lot of people that come out here, and I used to watch other people's videos way before I came. When I made up in my mind to come to Prime, it was months ago. I ended up switching careers from teaching to this due to COVID, of course. So for months I've been watching people's videos, and they were saying the same thing. Please have your paperwork with you when you come, or you will be sitting and waiting, and your process will get held up. That's tip number one. Have all of your paperwork. Understand and know what you have to bring before you come from a state like myself, or anywhere actually, because you don't want to get here and your process is slowed up because of something that you could have done and prevented before you got here. All right, cool. So paperwork, you're going to need your medical form, your loan form, and the actual card. It's in paper form. Mine was actually in paper form. So you're going to have, like, you know, your medical card, which is here, and then you have the loan form. It's like several different pages. That's here. Very important. Your original birth certificate, if you have one. If you don't, your passport will do. You're going to need both of your licenses. You're going to need your actual regular driver's license and your permit for your CDL with you. The application. Oh, back to us coming in that night. Hold on. Back to us coming in that night. For the first night, that Sunday we got here, we got a folder, and it's got other information in it and a paper form application. My suggestion to you is fill it out that night. I did, because I did not want to have to be filling out paperwork and doing extra work that Monday, because I wanted to be focused on whatever new information I was going to have. So make sure you have that. I was also told to print out my application that I did for Prime online. Print a copy of that out, so that when you're filling out your information on that paper application copy when you arrive, you can look at that information and kind of fill in what you filled in before, so that you'll be okay and you won't have to worry about forgetting what you put down for this job employment around this employment time, or who did you use the last time for your references, all of those different things. So because that's what they're going to do, they're going to match to see if your information is still the same. So that's another tip, just kind of giving you some tidbits. So bring all of your stuff with you before you come, because your process will get held up. Your drug screens, they have to be clear. They're going to drug screen you when you go to take your DOT physical, and they're going to require that you get a drug screen before you come. And as I have seen or heard on other people's videos, You possibly will get a random drug screen as well. So when you come here, don't mess yourself up drinking alcohol and getting too messed up to where you can't function or focus for the next day. That will be grounds for you to be dismissed from here. And then you will have to figure out your own way to get home. Don't do it. All right, so after all of that, we got settled in. They tell you where the cafe is. You get a tour of the campus and just the areas that you really need to know about. The orientation office is where they're going to check your application and sit you down, and you're going to make sure you have all of your files and different things that you're going to need. They go through that and kind of match certain things. The process is 5 to 10 minutes. It's nothing really long, unless you're missing something and they're trying to help you fix something, or something is on hold, like a drug screen didn't come back in time, or something else came up. We had simulation class, simulation, same thing. Where you're sitting and there's these huge panels, one in front of you, two on the side, and you're actually looking like you're driving an actual semi truck, and you're doing those things. You meet with the instructor. He's pretty entertaining in his own way, but pretty cool guy. Very focused on safety. Everybody's focus here is on safety, no matter where you go or what you do. It's all about safety. You get in that simulator. It's intimidating. It was for me at first. It's not a video game. Please don't make that assumption. It's totally different than a video game. So it just kind of gets you prepared for what you're going to do. So you have that class, and you have like a PowerPoint presentation that he's going to go through with you guys. Take notes. Pay attention. 13.6, you'll hear that a lot. 13.6. Our trucks are 13 feet and 6 inches high. Like, you have to really drill that into your brain so that it sticks, because it's very important, and you'll understand why. 13.6. I want to talk about is the food. The food at the Campus Inn and the CAF is what they call it here. The CAF is pretty good. I can't complain. You get the fees at the bottom, if you can kind of see that there. Well, it's kind of backwards for you guys, but for breakfast it's like $5.75. For lunch it's $7.25, and dinner it's $7.25. And they will tell you, listen, if you didn't reach that amount, please grab something else, because once you leave out of there, it doesn't roll over. You don't get a credit. So you want to make sure that you get it. And the food is filling, so it's not like they're going to give you one scoop of this or a little scoop of that. They make sure that you have enough, and they'll ask you, do you want one or two or whatever. Still the same price. All you can drink: tea, water, coffee. You get all of those things unlimited, but they really treat you good here. And everybody's been welcoming and very understanding, and so far so good. After we left the Campus Inn last week, we ended up going to what's called the Pavilion, or the Pad. So that's where you go and you take your vest. You make sure you're wearing your actual you get one of these. Make sure you get a size much bigger than yourself, because it's got to fit over your coats, your jackets, all of those types of things, so that while you're walking out there and you're doing your pre-trip, you're going to be doing that a lot, and practicing and reading and studying and understanding, meeting new people. Make sure you have that vest on, because it's for safety reasons when you're out there, so that the other truckers, they're coming and going and moving on those trucks in and out. So you want to be able to be seen. Pad is pretty cool. That's in it's kind of one building is where you have a lot of the classroom training, and then the Millennium building is a whole nother world over there. We'll talk a little bit about both. So yeah, pad training, or at the Pavilion, is where we met Miss D, and she's amazing. African-American, beautiful woman. She is 53 years old. She's been in the business 31 years. As she said, come March, she will have 31 years of being a truck driver. And she loved it. She turned in her truck in 2020, she said. Her and her husband would travel together and do routes, but she has an amazing story that she shared about her personal life and all of the things that she went through in her life and what led her to Prime, and why Prime is the best company, you know, out of everything that she's dealt with, all of the different companies that she's worked with. She said there's nothing like Prime. And I have to agree. Although I'm green out here, this is all new to me, and I'm learning still. We've just been treated very well since we've been here, and I can't complain. So we got an in-depth partial training with pre-trip. I think it was Thursday. Thursday was our first time there. We had to be there for 8 o'clock in the morning. And yeah, it was a lot of us in that training room, and some people got assigned a trainer and others didn't. So it was a lot. It was a lot of information, but it was doable. You could understand. And towards the end of the day, they allowed us to go outside. Y'all, it was -7 degrees. It was -7 degrees, and I think I was out there maybe 25 minutes. I thought I was gonna die. It was so cold. So yeah, I'll talk about what to bring if you're from a warmer state like myself. I'll probably do that in another video because it's already like a long time going, this one. But yeah, it was a lot. But you actually got to hands-on and see for yourself the actual truck. For me, I have been watching the Missouri pre-trip video that had been posted. I'll link it below. Because I knew I was coming here months ago. I watched that video almost every single day, sometimes twice a day, sometimes pausing that video and writing down exactly what he was saying. And so when we got there to the pad and Miss D went through her presentation and told us how to do the ABCs of it, you know, no abrasion, bulges, or cuts, not bent, broken, properly mounted and secured PMS or BCC. CBB, not cracked, bent, or broken. See, CBB, it's not cracked, bent, or broken. PMS, it's properly mounted and secured. And no abrasions, bulges, or cuts. ABC, you see how that works? She was really good with that. So just a different way of learning certain things that you may already know. It was a different way, a different style of learning to help you, different types of tools to help you. They have so much information to give you to help you pass and do everything that you need to do. All it takes is motivation, it takes will, it takes drive, strength, prayer, faith, you know, whatever it is that drives you, hold on to that. Because they have everything that you need here to make sure that you're successful. So I think that's it that I'm going to share with this one, because it's a lot. It's a lot that we've gone through and different things. But in the other ones, I'll just show some pictures and different meals just so you can see that the food was really, really decent. And the Millennium Building, like I said, whole nother world. That's where you have your gym. They have a full basketball gym, full basketball court, a gym for you to work out. They have a shipping department where you can actually ship your stuff from there. Ms. D jokes about it because she calls it a post office, and they keep telling her it's not a post office, we're just a shipping site, but they can ship certain things. I actually shipped back a coat that I brought with me because it's not going to fit in my bag. Whenever I do get a trainer, I want to make sure that I have, you know, enough space for me to lay my head and not bring too much on the trainer's truck. So I have a large duffel bag, I have my computer bag, and I have a backpack that I take with me every day that had my actual sleeping bag in it, and I took that out when I got to the hotel so that I could fit all of my other stuff that I would need throughout the week with me. So I shipped that back today. I mailed it back home. Had to purchase this because, of course, I'm from Florida. So although I came with sweats and socks and long johns and this and that, it was cold. So yeah, you may have to get something from here. I'm in Missouri, in Springfield. I know that there are other sites, but that's where I'm at right now. But yeah, they have a chiropractor at the Millennium Building. Haven't been there yet. They have a full salon at the Millennium Building. Their chefs there, their kitchen there is crazy. They have a machine that makes milkshakes, and you know, they have ice cream, they have cake, they have cookies, they have a bakery, they have all kinds of stuff that's there, or baked goods, I should say. They have all kinds of stuff that's there. I mean, it's an amazing place, and it's been an amazing experience. And I'm thankful for my family, for prayers, and for the encouragement of my friends and everybody back home. I miss you all. I love you. I'm still here. I'm thankful for this opportunity, and I'm hoping that you guys follow, and I hope that the information has been a little bit helpful. If anybody else sees anything and you think I missed something, let me know in the comments below. And for the rest of you, if you have questions, ask away. If I know it, I'll answer. If I don't know, I will tell you. I don't know, but I'll find somebody who does. All right, peace.